It's hard to admit it, but it has come to a point in our life where we've forgotten how to live. We've forgotten how to feel the sun. We've forgotten how to feel the breeze. We've forgotten how to hear the birds. We've forgotten what it really means to live with your spirit, to live with your soul. And it's because we've been through a lot. It's because we've been hurt. It's because we've been boxed in. And it's because we've experienced so much that we subconsciously just say no to everything. Saying no to everything makes us feel powerful about our circumstances, about our life. It makes us feel like we're in control of the risk. It makes us feel like we're in control of the possibilities that we don't want. It makes us feel control of the unknown. And it's hard to realize that that's not right. It's the goal of life is not to avoid the unknown. The goal is not to avoid the impossible or the possible. It is not to avoid every risk. If something is to happen, it will happen. The things you can't control, you will know that you can control them. But just live. It's almost like I get this feeling that I know tomorrow is not promised, but it almost feel like it is, because when I look back, or when you look back, we have to see that, yo, I've took so many losses. I've been hurt so much. I think my cup of pain, I think it's actually full to the rim. I think it's enough. I think it's about time that I start captaining this ship my way, but the peace driven way. Like we talked about in the video before this, hustling. Hustle, there's two different types. There's your peace driven hustle, and there's your fear driven hustle, or your escape driven hustle. And God woke me up this morning saying that same thing, it applies to how we live. How we live when we're not hustling. How we live when we're not thinking about the bag. How do we live when the shift at work is over? You know, how do I live on my days off? Yeah. And I know that is different for everyone, but how do I live with the time I have that's just for me? Yeah. When the last time I just bought myself some flowers? And I buy myself flowers a lot. It's just to bring S's into the home. But why are we scared to go enjoy? Is it because you're afraid that your savings account is going to go down? Are you afraid that these goals are not going to get met if I don't go have some fun, if I don't just go live? God is saying, go live. What do you want to feel? What do you want to see? What do you want to embrace? You know, it's been so long since you went dancing. I'm not saying you have to go to a club where it's dangerous, and I'm not saying go to environments where it it just don't fit your style no more just to say I'm living. No. I'm saying think about what feeds your soul now. Now that you've lived through the valley, what does your soul feel comfortable with? Painting, wine and sips, walking in the park, going to the beach, taking a 2-hour drive to that place, that you've always wanted to see. Just taking a road trip on your own, going to an art museum, asking your friend, hey, let's just go ride, let's just go do something, let's go feel alive. Let me start creating things that make me feel good rather than boxing myself in because I am so scared to feel what I went through then. I don't want to go back there. It was dark, it was scary. But God has specifically told me to tell you that you will not be going back there. If you have learned your lesson, if you have really made it through both physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you will not be going back there. He's asking us to remember his promise. He's asking us to not define ourselves by what we have been through. It is okay that is part of your story, but let's not have it define us. Let's not have it define our present nor our future. Let us not look at life through the lenses of pain. Let's not look at life through the lenses of suffering. Let's not look at life through the lenses of fear. You know, it's okay to live a little, live outside that box, feel the breeze, let it touch your skin, let your lungs feel it, let your eyes see that fun, that enjoyment. Just as I talk about it, it's like my spirit is like, yes, yes, that's what I want. Whatever that is, let's do that. And whatever that is for you, do that. Pray to God. Meditate. Talk to yourself. Whatever it is you need to do to release and to feel once again, do it. And it does not have to be in a dangerous way. It does not have to be that the way where you're going to lose so much that you've built so far. No, you don't have to do it that way. You don't have to do it that way. But you do have to choose a way because you are still here today. You are still living. You are still breathing. And there's still a whole world that you have not experienced, that you have not seen, you've not felt. It's God is saying you went through what you went through so you can now hold this. So you can now peacefully sit in this. He's not telling you to forget what you went through because that is now knowledge. That is wisdom. That is discernment. Keep that there as a tool, not as a guide. Keep that there so as you're enjoying your peace, you can now see what you will not allow to disrupt it. Don't look at everything through that. No, because that will disrupt it as well. Go laugh. Go to that movie by yourself and just enjoy. Call up a friend and say, let's go do it. Call your boyfriend and say, babe, let's take a road trip. Whatever you can do in your means to live, let's just do it responsibly. This is your ship. You are the captain. You, in your past, you may You probably weren't the captain, or you were the captain and you just didn't know how to steer your own ship. So people came onto your ship and they steered it for you, and they steered it down the wrong path. And now you have to turn your ship around and go another way. You have to make your own route now, and that is totally fine. It was always meant for you to captain it whatever way you wanted to anyway. It was always meant for you to do that anyway. It just feels so out of your natural instincts because so many years have been built on not doing the correct way. And so now that you see the correct way how to do it, it may be nerve-wracking. It may feel so new, but that's what anything that you step in. That does not mean it is bad. It's just new. But step that way. He's saying it is okay to let the light shine. It's about to be summer 2026. Feel the heat, baby. Feel it. Go live. Yeah. You want to go skydiving? If skydiving is something in your means, go skydive. Let's turn it up a little, responsibly and safe. But let's turn it up a little. Let's take off the black wardrobe and throw some colors in there. Spaz it up. Live. Show God what it is that you want to attract. Show the universe what it is you want to attract. Show the universe how you want to live now. Because if you don't, your life is going to get continually, your life is going to get lived by someone else and by something if you don't live it. Your life will get lived by something else and someone else if you don't live it. Smile. You are in this material world to enjoy it. Not too much of this way or not too much of that way. Remember, we're all about balance. And as you take this into your soul today and you breathe these words in and you allow that light to shine, the light is the sunshine, the sun ray is coming through the clouds as I'm saying this now. As you allow this in, as you allow your soul to be fed by these words, as you allow your lungs to be filled with that hope and that new air, as you allow your third eye to start opening up those images and those manifestations that will lead you into that gorgeous life. Be happy. Accept it. I know that you've been through so much. I know that I've been through so much. I know that we've took great losses. And I know that our brain is just trying to protect us when it keeps us in this box. But it's your soul, it is your heart that steers the ship. Because that is what God is connected to. That is what the universe is connected to. And as long as you're tending to it, it will never steer you wrong. And just remember that you are a spiritual being on a spiritual journey. And I love you so much. Mm-hmm.